I'm going to be a bit all over the place, but nothing new. For those who don't know me, stick around. You might have some fun. Then again, I may not upload this video. You won't see it because it's bull. Anyways, listen to this. Something that is empty, nothing, can swallow something whole. But if it's not alive, how does it swallow? It's an expression. But if the whole was in something that was alive, how would you swallow? You would swallow it live, but it would have to come out somewhere. I blow in one end, it comes out the other end. Everybody hears the sound. The sound goes where? Where did the sound go? Who ate up the sound? If we keep making sound and too much sound, it's going to hurt our ears. If we make the right sound, we're only going to want to listen. And then we're going to want to cry. How does something eat something whole up? Last night's dream was continuous about ISIS, 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 ISIS. And one thing about ISIS is it's 1551, which will create 11, and Aleph, the tree, 5 and 6. Instead of having 1 and 4, you have 3 inside of 5. You make 5 by taking 1 and 4, giving life to 360. But in order to give life to 6, you need 5. And you take 3 out of 5 to give to 6, because all 5 are already from the first house. That 5 and 3 right away becomes 8. So in Chaldean, when you're changing around the F and H, you're changing the F, E, and H. The E, 5, the H, 5, the F, 8. If that's the way I remember, I hope I'm getting this right. Because we exchange. It's 3 on the left side, 3 on the right side. But the only place that the 3 come on the left side is when 6 can come in and give 1, 7, a 4 from its 6. You come into this world and it's like I give you a rib. This is what I designed from the understanding of ISIS, is because this does this. What is this? The egg trays. First, the first egg tray is like this. See this? And then it's like this. And then it's like this. And then it's like this. It's like going like this. Just look at the top one. It's going out this way, then this is sliding over and it's going this way. This is sliding over, it's going this way. The arms of a clock. If this is on this side, then this is on this side. If this is on this side, this is on this side. But all along, while this is on this side, do you see what it's on top of? It's on top of this, and this one's on top of this. Once they're on top of this, they're both bringing in now, and this goes the other way. Okay? This will never touch this one. But then it'll touch the one on this side. This one, these are continuous. Male, female, top and the bottom, getting it from the bottom, getting it from the center. 4 hits the center of 2 and 2, equaling to 8. Once these 2 ignite to these 2, they will ignite in here. 2 more. 8, 8, 8, the reflection of 6, 6, 6. The cubes are all 4 corners. The 4 corners that are showing are 2, 4, 6, and 8, 2, 4, 6, and 8, but not to this angle. To this angle, it's the angle that the moon will intercede. You want to see H2H? One area here, 2 H's, two sides. Why is this the clock? This is the way I designed it. First, it's on this side, and I can't turn it this way. It switches. It goes from this to, it goes this way, then this goes this way, this goes this way. Those are your 2, back and forth, back and forth. Here's your piston brakes. You get one on this side. See the way it comes in just perfect? That's the hat. If you ever look at the picture cards, wow, just when you want a picture card, eh? But it's only on the Jack and the King, the 10th and the 10th letter and the 11th letter. Jack, King, JK, 10th and 11th letter, 21 equals to 27. See the kings? You funnel into light. It also works as pistons, one on this side, one on this side, and these 2 are a little different. Okay, I don't know why, but that's the way it showed up. Maybe this is supposed to go between these 2. And this is where the star system is. See, this one goes all the way to here, but it runs in and out the star system. Vesica Pisces, okay, is on the 9 and the 0. What is it? Atom length, a rib. Okay, and here's the ribs. If you take a look at the ribs, it becomes a resh. It becomes a V. If you look at the rib, it's a 6 and a 9. Here's your 6 and 9. 6, 9. And the continuation. What's in between? Creates 6, 9, creates the 5 and 5 from each side, creating an X, creating 10. So I'm just trying to bring out my own different reality. In the word force, energy creation, Earth, Jupiter, force equals 53. Aliens. What is an alien? What is an alien? What is an alien? Is it possible that there can be aliens on this planet? The word alien is a very, 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 it's a nothing word. It doesn't mean anything at all to any relevance. And the reason I'm saying this is because if you are strong in understanding the way I think, that just because I show you life, or I show you life, look, aliens, because they're different. Aliens says different, from somewhere I've never seen before. Do they exist? My friends, they're asking if we exist. They don't even know what we look like. In every world, there's a reason we have to look a certain way in order to live in that world. The world was made for us. Aliens, Martians, Mars, and all this malarkey, yeah, it's happening. It's happening because we're always trying to discover, because we're always thinking the same thing. But we basically know in the 100 million miles surrounding us, or 200 or 300 million miles surrounding us, we basically know who everybody is. Is that right, Pluto? That's right, son. I understand you, son, that the moon is in the sky and Earth one day will be 1 million miles away. But that's nothing because we understand it. So it's all alien. What else did I want to talk about? Well, it's Eve. When you spread your legs, you hook up 1 and 1 on the outside. 1 and 1 on the outside. Eve is 545. It says the sun. Eve is the 22nd letter for life. Eve, as 545, it's 2 times 2, 2 plus 2. It's 4 and 8. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2, it's 4 and 4. Eve is the space. Eve is the open space that we can live. But what does it mean, 4 and 4? 4 times 4 is 16. 4 plus 4 is 8. P and H give us the day and give us the night. You open the day between 6 and 4. 2, 6, and 4. You close the day at 8. 2, 2, and 2 is 6. Add the heaven is 8. 6 and 8. Chaldean in the 5 position. Eve. Flip Eve upside down. You get 33, 33, and an X in the center. 24. 336, 246, 336. Eve. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. See this over here? From Eve, the 22nd letter minus and add 5 equals to 27. 10 and 7. Jack, God, Eve. Eve is the god of the jacks, who to us, we are all kings in our own domain. But to Eve, there's no one higher than her. We're all jacks. We're all plugins. Eve runs us. She runs us to hell. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, inside Eve equaling to 13. The 22nd letter equals 4, the 13 equals 4, the 2 ways to equal 5. 1, 3, 5, ACEsis, ace. The 13 and the 5 in pull, it is orange. It is created from the 1 yellow and the 3 red, which is also the 9 and the 11, 9, 11, how it is created in Eve. The sun creates 9, 11. It also creates the ace cat. It also connects to the IT system, Eve running the IT system. 27, 27, V27, 22, sorry, V22, E5, 27, 27, 54, equaling to the sun again inside of Eve. 54, 54, down comes the Twin Towers, 108 plus 1 and 1, the day of man. 108 is 168, which is the week, which is encompassed for saying God rests on the 7th day, but now you've used the 7th day. We get 144, 24 goes for God's rest. So take away is 24 from our 144, and we have 120 equals 1 to 15. All we got left is the egg and 5. This becomes the sun 1, 3, and 5, the orange sun. It becomes the sun 57. Now it's running the earth, the sun 54. Now it is running area 51, 2, 3, and 4, the jail. It is running 5 and 6. It is running Aleph within our mind. The Spirit of God is in our mind. He can do no more than tell us and help us what to do. He gave us all the realities. Now we have to move. The only way to make this is in 17, 18, 19, which is a reflection of 1, 2, 3, minus 2, minus 1, minus 0, 120, running man again. There is no 7, 8, 9. It's 10, 9, 10, 8, 10, 7. They're all minuses. When you minus 3, 2, 1, you get 7, 8, 9 because we start at 10, 10. We don't start at 0. Blackjack taught me when you card count with 5 and 6, 5 and 6 is the only life we have. 5 and 6 is 11. E and F, one letter makes our name. 5 and 6. 9 days, 1 day, and 9 days. Thanks to Leo Seder, who marked something down, I noticed something. We go 3 days, and the next one is the movement clock. We have to move from here, skip here, and into here, the locks. So is there a lock on each one? There's 1, 2, 3. Here's a rib. And there's 1, 2, 3. Here's a rib. Here's a C. Here's a C. 2 ribs, 2 C's. Rib is 9, and a rib is 0. 0 equals 6. 6, 9, and 6. 6, 9, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A head and a tail. The 8 totality is the reason for the in and the out. 11, 11. But they all look like 7s, right? Because the way they come in to create their C, you have to lock them in inside the lock point. 57, 54, the moon and the sun equals 111. This is the same number as the Twin Tower. 54 and 51, 105, the hand of God. 51 and 58 is 110 in between a space and a, 108 in between a space and a space equals to 110. Knock me down, 2 sides, Twin Towers. 108 and 6 T equals 168. Give me the week, the day of God. In 5, 5, and 5, it's 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, A and B. A and B. You take 3 away from 10, 3 away from 0 to create your 7th gate. You take 2 away from 9 because we play with 10 and 9, 19. Zis, Nuth, the moon. We play with the moon, 3 by 19. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 is 5 and 6, 11. Isis, 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, 5 and 6, 11. They're playing it exactly the way the numbers go. Why? Because they'll always find the right way, and that's the way they're playing. A and B, alpha, beta. 1 and 2 is 8 and 9. H and I, the high sky. H and I, heaven and me. When we go from 10, we're taking away 3 creation. We're going down to the 7th gate, 52. The number 52. The number 52 is very special. And that is because 67, 77, 83, this will create the church. This creates the church. This creates the heart. This is S-I-X, spirit, S-I-X, 6. No, the S is a 5. The IX is a 9. It says 5-9. It's the rotation of Neptune. EIO, Neptune 1776. 16 and 67 is the Church 83. 3 by 8 is 24. 3 and 8 is 11. 35, Electric Company. Eve, 29, 29, and 12. 29, 58, 68, 70. Eve is number 70. She is Resh. She represents the angel resident Ra, Eve. Where did I pick that up? Trying to look. Yes, it's over here. 545. Inside 545 is 9 and 9. 20. 5 by 4. 5 plus 4. 29. 29. And then 12. Where did the 12 come into? I'm just going to take it 12, 12, 12. Oh, here. 20 and 20. 20 plus 9 and 20 plus 9 twice. So in 20, I need a 6. I did it twice, I need 12, equaling to 70. This will equal to 76, equals to 55, and double nickel, give me the beaver. The representation of the beaver is right here. Double nickel, 7 times 6, 7 plus 6, 13, equals to the sun. 42 equals to the cat in the hat. 42 creates 86, which is the mind of 42, creating a 10-10, a crisscross right inside. 55, 42 and 13, 55, Remy double nickel. Everybody knows in the Canadian nickel it's a beaver, and a beaver is a CB code, which is 10-4 for all the codes of the world. 104 equals to 16 and 64, Israel Zion. 64 and 16 is 80, equals to 86 to mine, 10 up from 76. Double nickel, 55. 5 by 5, 5 plus 5, Electric Company. Who do you plug in? 5 by 5, Jack. 5 and 5, 10. 16, what do you plug them in? You plug them in with the light. 55 and 55, because there's not one Eve. When Eve splits up, she splits down, is 110. Then she splits all around, 4 corners, 4 times. 220 floors come down. V for life, V22 in its own. V5, 5 in Roman numerals, it gets in its own, number 27. All alone, Eve is just a V of 2 worlds of E. (29 and 15, 19 and 25, 44, space. 44, space. The difference is the egg and the spirit. Jack and the plug-in. 11 and 7, 7-11, the game with the 7th gate. Where do I get this? 7 by 2, 5 by 3, 7 plus 2, 5 by 3, 5 plus 3, 8, 9, H and I. The egg, 15 and 14, 3.14159265, right here. Here's your 6, and here's your 5, here's your 29, 3.1415. Why? When 1 plays with 5, it's a 6. It's 5 and 1, 6. It's Aleph. They both create 23 is 46. 29, 14, 29, 9 and 8, 17, 46. 0, 9, 0, 8, add 120, 137. The spirit is in the cube. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, it is the gateway of heaven. Is the entry to hell. Why is it hell? Because the H is not pronounced. And it's the world of the Lama, Yama, L, 2 L's together, creating the I, the one eye of the Lamb. But when you add it down this way, crisscross, 9, 18, and 11, 2 by 9, 2 plus 9. 18 and 11. 7 and 18, 25. 7, 18, 7 and 11, 25. 11 and 18, 29, 7 and 8, 15, 44. That's where I get the 44 from. 44 comes from the birth in the 2 worlds and the spirit. This is Lovejoy. 15 and 25, the difference is 10. The 10 is J-O-Y. Lovejoy of the spirit of birth, coming out of Eve in the spirit of 76, through the moon and into the sun. Who runs it all? How is it manipulated? Should we take this to one side? Do we speak about, again, one more time? Let's turn time around. The extended ribs of Adam and Eve turn into this design over here. Eve becomes creation inside Jupiter 184, space of time, right here, 4x8, designated hitter. The ninth batter at the plate, the designated hitter, DNH, in the pH balanced world. 184, if you add up 666, 18, add 1 to 18, it equals to 171. 171. 171. This number here is 7 and 8, G and H. G and H is also G and A. Why? Because the 8th letter in the piano is A. And then the next one is 15, it becomes O. And the next one is V, H-O-V, of. It becomes love because 8 and 11. The next one after 8 is 11. Every 3 is another creation of Venus. 137. So when we add up, we're looking at the lower numbers, 184. The next number to this is 19. Between 18 and 19, add 1 to 19, it equals to 190. Don't worry, I memorized this stuff. When you add 1 to 18, you have 171. The difference is 12 and 13. The difference to this one is 6 and 5. 6 and 5 is 13. 13 and 12 becomes Jack, Queen, King. Inside of the number, the spirit is inside Pluto, which is the designated hitter between Mars and Neptune. 171, 190, 13 and 6, the spirit of 76. The gateway is the difference. 8, wheat, equals 29, 29, the same way of Venus. Venus owns 8. The word 8 in French. When you say 428, 80, 420, excuse me. I just want to think of something. $88, okay, is QVH, which is French for 88, which is 17 and 22 is 39, the sky, and it's 4 Venuses in the sky, totaling to the number 47. $88, 22 and 17 is 39. It says ciel. Ciel is the sky, okay? 8 is the 2, 4, 6, 8 even numbers of Eve. But one of them is just a space to what she gives birth with when she opens her legs. I can't say it any other difference because it's the open legs that spreads apart the earth to have the space to be born. You need the area, open space. You bring all the planets together on top of each other, there's no space. You bring them apart or you bring them together. 39 and 8. 88. 88 of the pianos, 2, 3, 4, bringing all 10, 10 worlds together. Okay, 88, QV. When you add this up, 39 and 8, it's 47 and equals to the number of time. 47 and 41 equals to the rotation of the DNA, my dad and my mom, 1 for 1. 47 is 47, QS. When you say that, it says creation. 47 and 85 is 135. It says ace creation. 36 and 47 says it's the church of the ace creation in the heavens of Eve. In the birth of man, of the DNA of mother and father, of the spirit is 76, and the race angel, and because we're starting to know that the time is over because we know the numbers, and it's only a matter of time before we turn the clock of time. The last piece I wanted to mention was partly to do with the hands of time. Do you remember this on your telephone? A shark tooth. Every time you turn, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, the fourth one gets the dial. Once you touch here at the end of the fork, right here, you go, you turn through one of them. So instead of getting 8 numbers all the way around, you stop here. You have to stop here. You went all the way around, you did, instead of doing your 10 numbers, you only did 9 numbers, you stopped here. You didn't go past this on your telephone. So when you're talking 8, around this, right? You start at 9, you come all the way around 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you have to stop at the 8th one because it's a blocker. Second thing is you get to go through 2. So it doesn't stop on 2. So 2 doesn't stop, stops on only 8. It passes through 6 east and west, but the opposite, it goes right through the opposite. Therefore, you're using 7 numbers, 6, 3, and 3. This one's the in-between. This is where you start and stop, in between here and in between here. We never get to touch this one. That's why in the 2 card, we never get to touch it. We live within. So then we have that part there because of Leo. And the short and the long hands of the clock. The short hands of the clock work over here. The long hands of the clock go all the way out to here. What are these numbers? Okay, this number over here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 7, 4, 1. These numbers over here, this number is 3, this number is 4, this number is 7, this number is 6. Those are the numbers of the moon, your star. The short hand can only touch the moon. Your long hand can touch Mercury and can touch Pluto, can touch Earth, and can touch the 4 parts of the system and Uranus. The big hand, the small hand, will only touch what's inside. Now let's say it the other way. The big hand, which is the second hand, counting the seconds, touches all the outside. The most important hand, maybe, the second hand. Then on the inside, we have the one that's counting the second hand, which is the minute hand, and then the long hand, which is counting, the long hand, which is now the minute hand, and the shorter hand, which is now the hour hand. It's our hand. The short hand is now our hand, because that's the expression. What is this? This over here is 1, 1, 3, 7, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, and in between it, it's a lower hand, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 4, 6, 8, 8, 7, 6. Inside and outside, the moon is on the inside. Where is the sun? The sun is here and here. See these two here? This is the sun. 5 and 7. 5 and 7. Where's 5 and 4? 5 and 4 is over here, and 5 and 4 is over here. There's 2 5-4s, but that doesn't only represent 5-4. It also represents the passage of the DC power. How do I know? Because I know the numbers. I know the coordinates. These are the moon numbers. This is the short moon number 4. This is 4 for Mars. This is on one side. This is on the other side. That's why we have to understand which side is which side. Up, down, left, right. So we know where the numbers are. So we have, where is the number 51? Area Mars. Area Mars is this over here. This one over here. That's your area Mars. 5 and 1 between here and here. So your 5 and 1 is here. Over here, that is your number 3. So what's involved in number 5 and 1? 3 is involved in number 5 and 1. Here's your 3 number. This one, and number is what's controlling the other numbers. This is what it shows me. These 3 seem to be controlling all the other numbers. And this number is 3, this number is 5, and this number is 7. 7 and 3 is Nibiru, controlling it from the 5 positions. So that's what it shows me here. Now which side that's on, I'm not sure. Something else I want to show you. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Same way I showed you up there. These are the same thing. Here's your first 11 on one side. 2 and 4, 6 and 8. Now if I take it to the other side, okay, it would be, well, I can't do it that way. I have to do it on the calculator. 8 and 4, 6 and 2. The other way would be 8 and 6 and 4 and 2. See these angles? Fox, AJS, Fox, BTK, Fox, PTY. This is number 3, but it's the 6th position. In the 6th position, the letters that go with 6 is FOX. This is the 7th position. The spirit is 76. This is your angle. 135 degrees would be open here. 180 degrees would be open here. 215 is it 215 degrees? Which would be open here. Memory. If 215, the spirit of 76 is open in memory, then what we do is we take a look at our pad, and it shows 1 is in this. Well, normally, okay, I'm going to have to base it on my calculator, then normally the 1 is up here on the phone, but we're going to use the calculator. I'm going to show you over here. Number 1 is where PTY is, but now it would be AJS. Number 6 is Fox. So 1 and 6 creates your 7. Now we bring out one of the tools. Take a look at the tool. We see 6 is opposite of 1 equaling to 7. Therefore, there's another reality to this that's shown on this. You bring them together. Let's look at it this way, because this is not 7 anymore. This is 13, the opposite of where it would be up here. 45 and 90, 135 saying ace. Now it's saying memory. 7 and 6. Fox, PTY, TP, the TP, the memory, the way the light funnels in. The Y is the division in the light, because it's 777, 666. 111 would now say, and now all that jazz, 111, AJS. But it's 110-1, 101, 101. 101, 101. A is what comes into it. A is the result of 101. It's the one part of two parts. All the first letters in the alphabet, A, B, C, D, A, B, C to start with, okay, are all added 60 because they play inside. They are the primaries of them. When you have C, it's because you have A and B inside of it. When you have D, it's because you have B and B. When you have E, because you have A, B, B. When you have F, you have B, B, and then you have B minus. Why is it a B minus? Because it's in between. It's not the long arm to go out to the numbers. It's the short arm to come into the numbers. And then you get G. Inside of G, it's 313. Would you like to look at it that way? How do we get G? There is no G. It's a 6 and a 1, a 5 and a 2. A 4 and a 3. It's a combination. So G is AF. G is now two numbers, no longer one. So once you know you have a dice with 6, you're automatically going to be stepping outside that because you now add them together to 7. 5 and 2 is B and E. B and E is right here on the clock. You see the way we now have the tic-tac-toe on that angle? Showing that number 1 plays in the 3 position 13. 7 and 9 is 16. 29 is the birth. Low shoe shows 9 and 1. Low shoes shows 3 and 7. Low shoe shows 4 and 6. Low shoe, this turns into low shoe. See where, not 4. 4 does not go over here. 1 goes over here. 9 goes over here. 3 goes over here. 7 goes over here. Over here goes 3. Over here goes 7. 3, 7. Over here goes 4, Mars. Over here goes 6, Earth. So this gets transformed into low shoe. This is the time, 2:15. Can we connect DMV with FOX? 9 and 3. We connect the sky, or half the sky. Which clock, which ratio were we using to measure? Because with every ratio, the letters and numbers move. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Like I said, one little thing about this is what I want to do is because this is, it goes, how can I do that? How can I just do that? Like, I don't know, but I need this, first it goes to this side, then it goes to this side. And the minute these two move, this one goes on top of it. And if they move back, they swing into 1. 2 becomes 1. They overlap each other. Then over here is the inside world. Anyways, I wish I can explain it more than that. You see these two are on this side? What side are the top? This one here is on my right. Still on my right. But now I need one on my left. I'm going to have to design this. Now the video is a little long. Okay. So let me do this. How can I do this? Do you know why I do this? It's because when you use three squares, okay, and the center of the middle of the two sides is in the center void of the third square, so you automatically must create an 11 to it. If I would do 4, there would be a middle because it would be even. 2 for whole for this one, 2 whole for that one, but it's not even. So I have to put this in the way showing that it's a full open square. This is this half, this is this half, this is what they share. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. And there was more to that design in Isis, the letters inside of it. 9 and 5. It's all about the end of time now. It's all about now. It's just so strong. It means nothing, these words. It's nothing. It's only what you think and hear.